Jidion, a notorious YouTube prankster, well known for his sleeping at the WNBA prank and so many more. I honestly think he was the only YouTube prankster that actually had funny pranks. You can honestly argue against me, you know, it's very easy to debate that pranks just aren't funny at all, and yeah, I can agree. There are definitely scenarios where pranks just aren't funny, but when it's a scenario where no one's going to get hurt and at the end of the day all of the beef is going to be squashed, like what Jidion liked to always achieve, then I think, you know, there's always a little bit of fun in it. Now, with that being said, Jidion has decided to turn his life to Christ. Now, he announced this in kind of late September, and with that, he has decided that it's time to pack up all of the prank videos. Now, I personally think that it's a good decision because it's going to be a personal one to him. Obviously, at the end of the day, when it comes down to like just life in general, if there is something that you're doing and you don't feel comfortable doing it, you're not happy doing it, and it doesn't feel like you're actually using your life efficiently, then yeah, of course you should pack it up. It's time to actually, you know, start a new chapter in your life. And I think that is what Jidion has acknowledged. Now, for business, what he's decided to do, it's a terrible business move. Obviously, it's given him a bit of attention on like Twitter and so on, but to actually be able to like maintain what he's decided to do and keep a current flow of income like what he was making before, it's going to be close to impossible. Now, if you go to Jidion's channel at the moment, all of his prank videos are gone, and he's only got 2 videos up. Those 2 being, 1, just him announcing basically what his plans are, and 2, him basically explaining it. Now, in his most recent video, which he literally posted like less than a day ago, he basically just went through the reason why he's decided that he actually wants to quit YouTube. And to be fair, I think he's made some very good points. He starts off by just talking about how with him like turning to Christ, he's acknowledged how terrible pranks actually are and how they go entirely against the religion that he is deciding to go with. I'm not going to assume that it's, you know, Christianity or Catholicism or whatever else. He's decided to turn his life to Christ, and within the Bible it says, you know, things to do with pranks aren't very good. He does go through this in like basically all of his videos, so I'm just going to play a clip now just so you guys actually understand what I'm talking about.
Prank, a noun, a mischievous trick or joke, especially one in which something is done rather than said. If you do a trick on somebody, you have to deceive them. And we all know who is the master and the king of deception. That's Satan himself. So every time that I'm doing a prank or doing a prank on a person, I am literally practicing what the master prankster himself, Satan, did. Oh, you're dragging it, you're stretching it, but I'm gonna show you guys. Just stick with me. We're gonna go to Proverbs chapter 26 and start at verse 18. Like a madman who throws flaming darts and deadly arrows, so is the person who deceives his neighbor and says, I was only joking.
So as you just saw there, he literally states a verb from the Bible which says, like a madman who throws flaming darts and deadly arrows, so is the person who deceives his neighbor and says, I was joking. Now, literally, this is what Jidion was doing, and I suppose it made him feel like he was literally like he was committing devilish acts because, you know, like what he says in the video, who was committing things like this? The devil, Satan himself. He was, you know, he was perceiving people, he was making people, he was tricking people, he was getting people to do things for him and so on. And what Jidion was doing was literally exactly that. He was deceiving people, he was joking with people, and you know, if he's going to turn his life to Christ, he can't be doing things like this anymore. Now, with Jidion deciding to pack up all of his prank videos and, you know, entirely stop his prank making content, he's now decided that he's going to make a kind of God-related YouTube channel. It's been running for a couple of weeks now. He has actually racked up 100,000 subscribers. I will put up a screenshot of it now so you guys can see it. He's got some decent content out, but as you can see, the views are so much lower than what he was getting before. I mean, in like his prank videos, he was literally banging out like a minimum of 5 million views per one. And, you know, he's got 7.8 million subscribers as well. And with him actually deciding to make a new YouTube channel related to God, he has also decided that he actually wants to be streaming on Twitch again. So he has made an appeal for that, which was really quite unsuccessful actually. If you go to he actually put something up on Twitter recently, and he kind of just showed off what he's planning on doing with you know, being unbanned from Twitch. He wants to spread the word of God. He wants to go on live stream. He wants to say, guys, you know, teach people things every day, be a bit like a pope, I suppose. And well, his application was awfully declined. He's been suspended for extreme harassment. I don't think he's ever going to get unbanned, and this was primarily due to the Pokemon event. Like what I said before, I will talk about this now. So if you're unaware of what happened, there was a little bit of beef between the two. He ended up sending a bunch of his subscribers over to Pokemon's Twitch channel, where he literally just got them to almost raid it and chat shit to people and so on and kind of almost mess up her stream a little bit. And I mean, don't get me wrong, that's not a cool thing to do. It's fucked up. But, you know, he has actually squashed the beef now with Pokimane, and obviously Pokimane doesn't have a say in him being unbanned or whatnot, but it doesn't look like he's going to get unbanned here. He's already been banned for about 2 years, and with him, you know, appealing now, it's not looking very likely. He's really going to literally have to prove to the Twitch CEO himself that this is what he's planning on doing, and, you know, one chance, if he fucks up, it's over for him. You know, I feel like that's what Jidion would really have to do to actually present himself as a viable streamer once again. So yeah, that's about it with Jidion, really. Nothing too crazy's happened so far. He's just kind of, it seems like he's showing a lot more of a personal side to him now, which I'm glad to see. With a lot of YouTubers nowadays, you see them like genuinely falling into this position where they will just do things for money because they do get wrapped up in this kind of idea of materialism. And I think Jidion has realized this. I think he's realized the kind of bad person that he was becoming, because if you do look at some of his pranks, you do see people getting upset about it. That's about Jidion. I'm honestly glad that he's decided to make this decision. I think it's going to be really healthy for him. I think he's going to be happy as well. And yeah, if you guys want to check out his new channel about God, go check it out. It's called literally Jidion. I'll put it up on the screen. Yeah, see you guys in a bit later.